Years ago, when I should have known better, I bought a book called The Art of the Put-Down. In my defense, it was severely discounted, and I couldn't bring myself to turn my back on such a bargain. My Scottish ancestors would be proud. Within its pages was an astonishing array of clever comebacks and witty one-liners, but I didn't get far without wincing. Because comedians too easily employ our tongues as pitchforks. We dissect our bosses or our pastors or the next generation. When we do, we suck the joy from a room like skunks at a perfume convention. This guy, that is one very flat skunk. We live in mean times where the ugly goo of pent-up anger and cynicism is bubbling over the top of the cauldron. If we want to leave footsteps worth following, we become champions of the build-up, not the put-down. Recently, I began asking friends about the nicest thing someone ever said to them. Most were short and sweet, like, I forgive you, you're funny, I love you, thanks, I'm proud of you, you're a great mother-in-law. What a great one is that? The simple word, yes. A few made me smile, too. Someone told Ed Wallen he looked a lot like Clark Gable. I was flattered, said Ed, until I realized that Clark had been dead for 50 years. Kim Turner lives one door north of us. Her life changed when someone said, "May I take her to Sunday school? I think she'll like it." Kim's mother said yes. I went to Sunday school and slowly began my walk with Jesus, says Kim. That invitation changed the course of my life. One time, Sean Bramo was traveling long distance by bus with her active kids, 2 and 3. Her eyeglasses had snapped in half, blurring everything beyond 3 feet. So she read the kids story after story as others slept. When the kids bounced up and down, she sang a song to soothe them, but she knew everyone was staring at them. As we exited the bus, she told me, an older lady said, "You are such a wonderful mom." Those words made my day, she said. I've never forgotten how much they encouraged me. I passed them along to other parents often. My wife, Ramona, arrived in the swimming pool change room and heard a lady singing a beautiful worship song. Ramona said, "Sing it, sister." The lady stopped. "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed. I didn't know anyone was here," she said. My wife said, "You sing beautifully. You should sing more often." The lady smiled. "My mother told me not to sing," she said. She didn't like my voice. "Well, I like it," said Ramona, and I've got good taste in music. Words are like salt. When blurted unwisely, they bring sickness, burden the heart, and increase blood pressure. When sprinkled rightly, they melt ice, preserve life, and add flavor. It is impossible to overestimate the importance of using our words to build. Gossip tears down, but if you want to exceed your legal limit in friends, make sure that they're safe in a room they're not in. I can't tell you who won the World Series 3 years ago, but I can tell you exactly where I was standing when Cordell Darling said, "If you ever write a book, I'll buy a dozen." His words gave me enough motivation and encouragement to write my first dozen, and now this is supposed to be, I think, my 27th. I cannot tell you much about my 5th year of life, but I remember the night my mom tucked me in and said, "I'll miss you while you're sleeping." She may have been fudging the truth a little, but like no one else I've known, she modeled the fine art of encouragement. I cannot list for you the top 5 hockey players on earth, but I can tell you the color of my dad's shirt the first time he said, "I love you." Dad was 75 or so. I never doubted his love, but it sure was nice hearing those words. I have yet to meet a successful, influential person who couldn't point to a time when simple words of encouragement ignited something deep inside them. Ephesians 4:29 says, "Watch the way you talk. Say only what helps. Each word a gift." A few simple, life-giving words can alter the trajectory of someone's life. And what is the nicest thing someone ever said to me? It may sound sappy, but it's true. My wife said, "I do." And she did. Maybe you're wondering how long I've been in this white room. They won't let me out till you push that subscribe button. Please, please. Yeah!